Hey guys, this video is our end of year video for period 2, which some of you are like, yes! And others of you, like myself, maybe a little sad, but also I'm so proud of so many of you for your hard work that while I am sad, I am happy for you because really, I mean, couldn't it be better in terms of grades for most of you, so that's positive. All right, so first and foremost, I wanted to let you guys know that so this was my 9th year teaching, and I do believe, and I think I can honestly say that this was my favorite year teaching so far, and that's a really good sign as a teacher when you are able to teach in your classroom and you don't even really feel like you're working. And you don't even really feel like you're doing anything out of the ordinary. It's just comfortable and you're having fun. And especially with period 2, I always felt this. I don't know what happened. All of a sudden, it was like, I just felt like we were like friends, like period 2 family. Maybe it was our classmates that screamed at everyone as they walked in the door. Or maybe it was the way that you guys were kind enough to actually laugh at my jokes, or just how you guys helped each other. I mean, sure, maybe some of you struggled and whatnot, but y'all were really a very unique class. And I was very grateful to have been able to work with you guys. So obviously this year did not go the way we pictured, I think. At least second semester, that's for sure. But I am extremely proud of you guys for your hard work before and after we went to remote learning. So I did put together some superlative awards. It's just a couple. These are ones that I've been giving out for about 7 or 8 years. So they're just kind of near and dear to my heart. And so I actually started thinking about them very early on in the year. But if you are not included in any of these as an actual award recipient, it doesn't mean I don't love you. It just means you're not special. No, I'm just kidding. It just means that, I can't do participation awards for everyone. So I chose a couple things that I think stand out for really good students and kind of chose the people that I felt like fit in those roles. So I'm going to go ahead and get started. First one is the Cation Award, which is an individual who always maintains a positive attitude. Because cations, right? If you don't get that joke, then I guess I failed this year. Anyways, hopefully you do, but either way. So this is a person that I think there were definitely multiple candidates possible for this role or for this position. It's like I'm casting or something. There were multiple people I thought of when thinking about this award, but I ended up going with the person that I felt the most consistently was the most positive, not only around their table, but to every individual that walked into the room, and that would be Alexa. I know Eleni is an honorable mention there because both of you guys were very extra friendly to everyone as they came in, and it may have seemed like something silly to you, but it really was special to me because people don't do that. A lot of people don't like each other that much, so that was a big deal. So Alexa, congratulations on that, and thank you for always, even if something was wrong and you had to say something shady or something, you were able to present it in a positive way. That's class right there. All right, so moving on, my next award is the Covalent Bond Award. So this is for an individual who shares things, because covalent bond, right? Sharing. Okay, anyways. And what I mean by that is someone who helps others, someone who anytime we were working on a worksheet or a lab or some sort of assignment in class, I would look over at that table and that individual was assisting other people around them. And so not to discredit that individual, I'm sure they had their struggles as well and they had to learn through them and everything, but I do feel like some students really step up like that and really take that opportunity to try to help others. And sorry to tell you, but it's kind of the first warning sign of ending up being a teacher, so be careful. Okay, be careful. And that's Haley. So throughout the year, I always kind of felt very confident and comfortable with Haley at whatever table you were at, because I felt like if I were on the other side of the room, people around you would still be able to ask you for help, and you would be able to support them to the best of your ability, because that's just who you are. So congratulations on that, and thank you again. Okay. All right, my next one is the Einstein's E=mc² award. Fancy way of saying who was the best in Infinite Campus. Okay. And that's how I will put it. I won't say, necessarily always the strongest. Let me clarify. This individual was the best on Infinite Campus and extremely intellectual and one of the top students I've worked with. But definitely, there's different types of learning. Some people can learn very, very well, but their Infinite Campus doesn't reflect that. This individual was able to do both. And that's Harrison. So Harrison, thank you so much for this year. You were always very funny, which was good. Although you did give me a lot of anxiety when I would look over and be like, he's not doing his work. What is he doing? And then I'd walk by and be like, oh, he already finished it. So I guess I'll shut up. Good job. All right, so the next one is the Endothermic Award. And this award, it's a simple award, but it's definitely the type of student I was in high school where, maybe hard to believe, but I didn't speak in high school for about 3 years. And the Endothermic Award for me goes to someone who isn't necessarily always quiet, but isn't always the first person throwing their hand up to answer questions, and isn't the first person volunteering for everything, and, perhaps is quiet but extremely strong in their academics, and this award goes to Kevin. So thank you so much for your hard work this year in number one, not being a nuisance like some people. We'll get to you, but also being extremely strong, and you may have been challenged by things here and there, but you always asked, and that was important for me to see that you were engaged. Even if you're not loudly engaged, it doesn't mean you're not engaged. And so, I think some teachers kind of tend to forget that if the student isn't yelling out answers all the time, they think that they're not engaged. That's not the truth. So I always knew that you were, and I appreciate your style of learning. All right, the next one is the Alkali Metal Award. So alkali metals, as you may recall, explosively react in water. They are I won't say dangerous, but they're just a lot. Sometimes they're just a lot. A lot. In a good way, but a lot, okay? And so I'm just going to go ahead and throw it. It's Eleni. Girl, it's Eleni. So obviously you have a very large personality and always wonderful to be around. And so that's why I was like, we'll get to you later. But yeah, so this fit more for you, in my opinion, than one of the other awards that I thought about you for. But you always were able to work with everyone. You wanted to work with everyone. You talked to everyone, and so that is, to me, a sign of just a very personable person. And in addition, I'm extremely proud of your hard work this year academically. I know you had your moments of struggle, and as we all did, let's be real, almost every single one of you at one point went through a moment of struggle. And so, but you were able to come back, conquer, and I'm very proud of you. So thank you so much for your positive attitude, but also your very explosive and reactive personality. All right, my last award, I did decide to split my last award between two people, but it is what I refer to as a stoichiometry award. And really, I felt like a lot of people in this class really could have been given recognition for this, because there were very many of you that had a hard time with content here and there, but were able to really start piecing things together, pull it together, and really turn out some great work towards the end. So, but the stoichiometry award goes to two students who, in my opinion, had a really good story arc, if you will, in starting off in a place that they were not comfortable, and then saying, I'm not comfortable with this and I want to know how to get out of it, and working their butt off to get to a better place. And so I do want to recognize first Maggie, and Maggie knows that me and Maggie, 8th period, she was always sitting in there working on test corrections, asking questions. So extremely proud of you, because not many students who do have tough questions sometimes will actually ask them. And so I'm proud of you for saying, like, no, this is my education. I want to put my time in to make sure it happens. And another student very similarly, although I really can't take as much credit because, well, not that I'm taking credit for Maggie, obviously, but I can't take credit for it because you really just kind of brought yourself up to where you wanted to be on your own, and that's Kalyn. So very proud of you this year. I know you had some moments where you were not happy with chemistry, or at chemistry, perhaps. But number one, I never felt like you took it out on me. And number two, I was just extremely proud to watch you really kind of figure it out. You broke the code, you solved the code. And so you realize, like, oh, like, it doesn't have to be so complicated. I can just streamline it, get the basics, move forward. Yeah, that's what we do, especially if it's something that we're not super interested in. So anyways, like I said, if you were not specifically called out in this video, it doesn't mean that I don't love you. It doesn't mean I don't remember you. It doesn't mean I don't have special things that I remember about you and your personality. It just, it's a PowerPoint. So we'll live. All right. I do hope you guys take the opportunity, once we're back in the building together, whether that be in August, which probably not, but whether it be in August or whether it be in January or any time in between or after or whenever, I really hope that you guys do pop in during access or passing period or before or after school, just to say hey / say bye officially, because we don't really have that opportunity right now. But thank you guys so much again for not only being part of my best year, but for probably being my favorite class. Shh! Don't you tell nobody. All right. Bye.